Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. It is Monday the 19th. Thought I'd do a little technical update for you as to what's going on. Looks like we broke this trend line right here. Of course, it could be drawn off just a little bit here on the 2-hour chart, but barely. But there's a necktie of resistance right here, and of course trend lines can be off just a little bit. But this one here, this long one, is dating back all the way to August the 9th, 2011 on the daily chart. So let's look at that, and let's look at it here on, there it is on the weekly chart. And you can see here on the weekly chart we're putting an up week. Well, so far, I mean, it's only Monday. But you can see there it dates back all the way to this point right here, connects into that point, connects to that point, connects to that point. So it was pretty significant that we pierced through it last week and closed below it. And so now we're trying to go back up and we're back testing it. So let's look at that on the daily chart and zoom in on this trend line right here. Okay, so you can see again where we're at. Let's zoom in on it. And you can see here we pierced through it. It was the 1370 area right there. We pierced through it. It's on the daily chart, but again, it's off just a little bit right there. Well, it's correct there. So let's zoom in some more. And we pierced through this one right here. And this is obviously a very, very large, white candle here. Will it hold or not? I really don't think it's going to here. When you look down here at where we're at, I mean, this is, when you put in big moves like this, they generally don't hold. But we'll see. I don't think that they're going to. I think this is, I think what we've got here is some type of wave 1 down, a 2, a 3, and this is a wave 4, and we've got a wave 5 down. And the line I think it's going to hit is this one here. You can see this line right here dating back to the April 2nd high, connecting to the May, or not high, but closing price, connecting to the May, is that May? Yes, May 1st high, and going on down here, it puts you right in this area right here. I think when this finally goes down, this is where we're going to hit this line down here for a final fifth wave. So as you go up like this, you should, on the final leg down, this should come, this MACDs right here, the MACD lines should actually go up and curl back down and put in a higher low, creating positive divergence where they are moving up and the market is moving lower. So the market goes down, puts in a lower low, and these move up. That tells you that you're ending the big sell-off from the top here, from the 1470, at least for a while, and then you should have a decent rally for a while. So, and that makes sense actually when you think about it. Man, these pop-ups are sometimes annoying, but anyway. So my thoughts are that tomorrow we're going to turn around and erase a lot of this and head back down. You can see how overbought we are right here on the MACD histogram bars. We're up at +5 right now on the 60-minute chart. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's extremely overbought. The MACD lines are coming up, and they are getting in overbought conditions. The red one here is a little bit behind lagging, but it is definitely overbought right now. So I don't expect it to hold here. I do expect it to drop back down. And drop probably to where this breakout area is right here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the move up from here on the 60-minute chart was a A wave, this was a B wave, and this is a C wave, and it all together makes up wave 4, and we got a wave 5 down coming. And this is going to take probably into next week, not this week. So I think over the next 2 days, though, that we could probably drop back to start this wave down, and then back up again on Friday or something like that. Maybe put in a lower high than here. So you would essentially have a wave 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, all the way down to a new low. So the fifth wave down in Elliott wave terms, and and again, I don't focus on Elliott wave. It's just that I'm looking at the ES, the different time frames, 60-minute, 2-hour, daily, 4-hour on both the ES and the SPX. It's the SPX chart. So I'm looking at both of these, and I'm trying to make Elliott wave work with the wave patterns, and that's really where it's at. Is you know that the market moves in waves, so you try to just figure out the wave patterns based upon the overbought and oversold conditions. And of course, we also have to guess what Skynet is going to do, because ultimately this market is run by a supercomputer, and we don't really know everything there is to know about it, because it's going to manipulate it. But it just makes the most sense to me that there's a lot of bulls on board right now, assuming that we're going to go up to 1400 or more, or even up to this 1420. And yeah, we'll eventually get there, but I don't think this move is done yet. This to me looks like some type of wave 1 down, 2 sideways chop or something, 3 wave down, and we still got a 4th wave. The only thing I guess that throws you off is actually this was the high, or actually this was the high. So then I guess you'd go a wave 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and now you're in a 5. So and again, that's why I don't use Elliott wave, because it's so hard to figure these out. I mean, people will say, well, this is a sideways XYZ movie. I don't care. I'm looking at the overbought and oversold conditions, and right now extremely overbought on the 60-minute. Now let's focus on a little bit more. Let's look at the 2-hour chart. Okay, 2-hour chart. You see how low? See how fast this line here is moving up, and you see how high this is. This is already in +5. That means they've expended a lot of volume right now, a lot of volume to push it up this high. So I don't think that they're going to have enough to keep it up that high. That's the thing. When you move up with that kind of power, chances are it's an exhaustion move. It's an exhaustion move. And the red one here is just not following and keeping up with this move up. In these type of moves, they don't usually last. So that's they're going to just roll back over is what I would expect. And the reason that I think that we'll go down here and not break this low is because I think that this ES does, the red line does have to work its way up here to positive territory, and so we got to give it time to do that. But my thoughts are that it's going to take probably the rest of the week for this to work its way up to where it gets overbought. So you drop back to, let's just say, to erase this move here, and then you run back up. But on the move back up, because you've expended so much volume here, you're going to put in lower candles here, and I really don't think it's going to take out this current high. I really don't. I think it's going to come up lower, maybe hit this trend line, maybe pierce it a little bit, and then. And so if that is the case, as long as it doesn't take out this high later on this week in a couple of days, so I'd say by Wednesday, we should be down here at the low somewhere, and then Wednesday to Friday we should be running back up. Of course, we're closed Thursday, but Wednesday to Fridays we should be running back up to put in a lower high than here. So if you put in a lower high than here, then what you've basically done is you've had a wave 4 up here on this bigger scale. And basically you've started a wave 5 down, and the wave 5 down will have 5 waves in it. So it'll go 1, 2, and then 3 for next Monday inside of wave 5, if that's the way it works out. And that's just looking at the charts today and moving these together, because the SPX is lagging behind. Let's look at the 4-hour on it. The 4-hour on this chart is not as over. It's still down here in the dirt. Just now got the bullish cross. That's one of the reasons that you expect this to take a while for these MACD lines to get up to around 0 here. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get up to just under 0. Actually, matter of fact, I think if you drew a trend line from here to here, and I think that would be where you would get it. So if you drew a trend line like this, then that would be about where I would think that these MACD lines are going to run up here, hit resistance, roll back over. And being this is a 4-hour chart, this could take several days by Wednesday. You know, so anyway, so I'm thinking that they roll back, by Friday, that before they reach that. So I think they're going to curl over, then come back, and they're going to work their way up to about Friday to hit this, and then from there, then we take that final big wave down next week. So that would indicate a move down to erase a lot of this, if not all of it, for the first wave down inside of a fifth wave. And so that would be your line there. Now let's look over here. If we did this on the ES, and the reason I say this is because, again, the ES is in the same situation, except it's overbought on the 4-hour. You see how it got the bullish cross already, and it's already ran up here and got in very overbought condition right here. It's approaching 5. I mean, it's sitting here at what, 4? What was that, 4.1 or something there? It's what's showing on the histogram bar, and you don't see that back here on any of these. So it is very overbought. It's expended a lot of energy to get up here, a lot of energy. So the 4-hour chart should roll over tomorrow, and after hours to close today, it should be rolling over, and the ES is leading the market here. So you would expect it to cause the 60-minute and 2-hour charts to roll over on the SPX based upon the open tomorrow. So that tells me tomorrow should be a down day, as well as Wednesday. And this is the 4-hour chart. Now let's look at the 2-hour, and you'll see how overbought it is. It's extremely overbought. Look at this. Look at this, way up here above 5. This is very, very overbought on this 2-hour chart on the ES. This is not likely to hold like this. Most likely it's going to roll right back over. And then we look at the 60-minute, and it's just like insanely over. Okay. That's it. I'll just pause this. Hang on here.